All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race number 1 from Long Beach. Avery Walker, Wessel Stevens have the front row. Nick Sorensen, Adam Barker are on the second row. Rudolph Gunther, Dylan Steinbach on the third row. Simon Zierk, Mike Marshall have the fourth row. Haynes Gustafson and David Garman round out the top 10. Mike Dolling starts in 11th next to Roman Berg in 12th. Harry Volsmere starting in 13th. And Mike Davison in 14th. And I'm not sure if Harry or Mike Davison is going to take to the track. Neither driver is taken to the grid quite yet. As the rest of the field begins to stack up. Avery Walker in the Porsche will be in control at the start. And it looks like they're going to get rolling. Harry did grid, but the rookie Mike Davison did not. So 13 cars on the grid this morning. Remember, next week will be a huge race as they will be going to Daytona. That tire wall going into that turn is likely going to claim a few victims here this morning. Looks like they are going to take it single file till they come out of the hairpin. Wise move by the field. Well, Joey, glad you're here, buddy. Here they go through the hairpin. The Porsche pace car will head to pit road. They are going to stack up behind the Porsche. And here we go. Green flag flies. They are away. Avery gets one heck of a start. Looks like some of them had not gotten fully stacked up out of the hairpin. Avery now leads them into the fountain turn. And it looks like Haynes Gustafson has a problem here early. We'll take a look at it here in a moment. A rough start for the rookie here this morning. Looks like the vast majority of the field has almost finished lap 1 without incident. Through the hairpin, look at the run by Wessel on the power. Almost took the lead. Wessel showing that new Acura definitely has something for him here this morning. And let's see what happened on lap 1. There's Haynes Gustafson, the new driver here. Oh, looks like a stack. They stacked up into the hairpin. That's definitely what caused the field to be separated early on. Then Gustafson comes around and out of the first turn just loses rear grip. A rough start for the rookie. And a really good start for Avery Walker. Okay, well, you got my voice back. And we'll have the audio fix here for you in just a second. Now, Pudsey, it was, something. All right. Our apologies. I have to take a quick look at something to see why we suddenly lost all of our audio. Huh. Okay. Again, our apologies. This is definitely an odd situation that does not... Avery Walker still has the lead for the moment. However, Wessel Stevens set the fastest lap last time by. Well, this is definitely an odd situation. Okay, as it turns out, iRacing glitch, you guys should be hearing it again. Hey, good morning, Dazzy. Everybody's still stacked up single file. Yep, thanks, Dazzy. It's good to be back, buddy. Glad you can hear it now, Joey. Just seems like multiple difficulties this morning. It looks like we've got everything going again. No big changes in the field. Avery Walker still up front. Wessel Stevens in second. Barker in third. Nick Sorensen holds on to fourth. Rudolph Gunther still in fifth. Dylan Steinbach, Simon Zierk, Mike Marshall, Harry Volsmir, and David Garman now the top 10. Harry Volsmir started back in 13th, already to 9th. He is on a big move. However, fastest lap so far, last time by, was Adam Barker, which is surprising. 7 laps in, he's still able to set those lap times. After all the drivers talked about how bad the tire wear was here this morning. Avery starting to put a little bit of a gap on Wessel. Now 1 1/4 seconds. Adam Barker still lurks in third. Sorensen in fourth. Rudolph Gunther in fifth. Rudolph is closing back up on Sorensen. All the drivers did say the short wheelbase cars, like the Porsche, would have an advantage here this morning. Now don't forget, going into race 2, the top 7 will invert right now. That'll put Simon Zierk on the pole. And we started to talk about it earlier, but the BMW and the Mustang are the 2 widest cars in GT3 right now. That could be a problem for the rest of the field going through race 2, trying to get past them. Harry Volsmere just snuck by Mike Marshall. He is now up into 8th. Setting his sights on Simon Zierk and Dylan Steinbach. It's been a while since we've seen Harry in the Audi, but he has remembered how to drive that car. He is on the march. This is definitely a tight track. It is so easy to make a mistake here. If you have the car right on the edge to be fast, that wall can get you very, very quickly. Riding along with our leader, Avery Walker, out of the hairpin. You see how close he was to the wall. Let's do a lap with Avery as he crosses the start-finish line, that curved front straight. Long run down into the left-hand turn under the roller coaster and into the fountain turn. Back on the power, out of that turn, right-hander up to the wall, then come across and cut. You can only cut so much. Those turtles will send you around. And the left-hand turn, and the track is starting to close up as it gets really tight out of the right-hander. Full power down the straight. Late braking into the right-hander. Then it gets really tight. Two left-handers into the hairpin. Through the hairpin, as close to the wall, then as far out to the other, and back on the power. And across the start-finish line, Avery did that lap in 1:19.45. And it appears Mike Dolling has had a problem. There's Mike in the Conliff Esports car, closing the gap. Oh, he tried to dive on the inside of Gourmets. Does get it gathered up, no damage, but loses a lot of ground. Gutsy move. That's one of those moves you call him a genius if it had worked. But he definitely sent it from a little too far back. Avery continuing to open up his lead, now 2.4 seconds on Wessel. Adam Barker in third has lost a little bit of ground. Nick Sorensen in fourth, about 4.8 seconds back, but he was the fastest car on track last time by. Rudolph Gunther in fifth. And the man on the move, Harry Volsmere, has caught up to Simon. He backs out of it, coming into the fountain turn. Looked like he was going to try and make the move, but wisely backs out. Harry has been on the march. He didn't qualify. and is charged up through this field. If he can get past Simon, he will start on the pole for race 2. Avery now 2.8 seconds back. Harry still right on Simon's bumper. Mike Marshall now in 9th, not far behind, trying to close that gap. Likely in race 2 with the invert, we are likely to see a little bit of chaos at the fountain and in the hairpin. Avery out of the final turn. Barney likely to have the white flag out this time. No, Barney did not wave the white flag. That may give Harry another opportunity. Harry gets to the inside through the hairpin. What a move. Now it's a drag race, Audi versus BMW. Simon will have the advantage into the left-hander, but Harry is full send here. Oh, they have contact. Simon's around. Simon has lost his rear bumper. Ouch. That was quite a battle. Mike Marshall catching a piece of it as well. Take a look at this from the blimp. Into the left-hander side by side. It looks like they just met in the middle. Mike Marshall really had nowhere to go. Ouch. Harry Volsmere now up into 7th place. I bet it did hurt. The white flag is out. Harry, as of now, will start on the pole for race 2. But Avery Walker has dominated all morning long. David Garman and Mike Marshall have had a problem. Oh, the 2 Corvettes, you see, Garmy gets a little squirrely under braking, gets into Marshall, Marshall gets it around. Everybody keeps going. In a dominant race so far, Avery Walker wins race 1 at Long Beach. And the usual celebration begins. Wow, Adam really got yeeted on that one. He is still tumbling. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Adam Barker. Adam,
I don't know where I am.
Adam, are you done wrecking, or do you have some more tumbles to go?
I think I'm done. I don't know where I am.
Well, it looks like, let's see if I can get a better view of your location. Nope, you disappeared on me. It looked like you went over and between the roads.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It was quite a race, a lot of back and forth, a lot of closing the gap and then losing it, but you still come home with a podium and you take the points lead.
Yeah, I was trying to get on to Wessel, but every time I did, I just made a little mistake, or just a little twitch of the wheel, or a little just trying to overdrive the car, I think, a little bit at the end, and just let him get away just enough that I couldn't keep him under pressure. But hopefully we'll be able to get a good start next race. It's going to be awkward getting through the traffic here, because there's not a lot of spaces to pass through. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Try and hang on to the guys.
It definitely has been interesting. Passing has been difficult all morning long, and that has evidenced by a lot of contact during passing. You're going to have to come past the two widest cars to win, though, a Mustang and a BMW. Is that going to make it even more difficult?
Yeah, it's going to be awkward. Excuse me, but it's going to be awkward trying to get past anybody. So it might be if I'm really stuck, if someone's really defending, just to try and save a little bit of fuel and try and do an over under or something in the pits. Well, try and get a bit of clean air, some fast laps, and try and clear some people when they're pitting.
Well, it's been a great run so far. Good luck in race 2.
Thank you.
Adam Barker comes home in 3rd. Wessel Stevens comes home in 2nd. Wessel, you managed to keep Adam in your mirror, but you couldn't close the gap on Avery.
No, it was a good race. Avery was a little bit too quick, especially in the second half of the race. And from there, I tried to manage the gap to Adam. Like he was also very good on pace, so pretty good race.
It definitely was, but coming home in 2nd, you got to start and you got to come through the field from 6th place. How do you feel about having to pass many more cars?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to pass here. So we will see. Maybe something will happen in the front. Safety cars, you never know. So at least Avery is starting behind me. So maybe I can try to keep him behind me this time.
Well, hopefully so, man. A great run. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doc.
And finally, our winner, Avery Walker. Avery, back on top this morning at Long Beach.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. That was stressful first lap or two with Wessel on me, and then after that, it was just get in the zone. But this race is over twice as long, and my tires were pretty done for, so I think this one's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, I heard a lot of guys talking about it only takes 3 or 4 laps and your tires really start going away on you. Is that going to be the biggest concern, just making the tires last longer, or you got to come from 7th? Do you attack early?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting question. My strategy is probably just going to be like stay safe, stay reliable, don't hit any walls, and hope other people just make mistakes. And keep my tires alive. But I know like everyone's going to have to adjust their driving as the tires get worse and worse, because it was pretty rough out there at the end.
It did get a little bumpy out there as well. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
Ask Harry about it. I know Harry did not intentionally do that, and I know Harry is super aggressive, so Harry does have a tendency to make up a lot of ground, but it does get bumpy from time to time, especially on a track as tight as Long Beach. Just a few seconds left to go then to race 2. Pit stops will be required. Likely going to see everybody changing tires. As you heard Adam Barker say, pit stop! And that may happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race 2 from Long Beach. Mike Dolan and Dylan Steinbach on the front row. Rudolph Gunther, Nick Sorensen have the second row. Adam Barker, Wessel Stevens on the third row. Avery Walker, after winning race 1, starts in 7th next to Garmy in 8th. Mike Marshall in 9th. Simon Zierk rounds out the top 10. Haynes Gustafson starting in 11th next to Roman Berg in 12th. Harry starting back in 13th, and we do not expect to see Mike Davison take the grid. David Garman did not grid. Harry Volsmere didn't grid. Mike Davison we knew wouldn't grid. Well, that's going to make things even more interesting with 3 drivers not gridding. Likely not going to give them much more track to work with, but 3 fast drivers. Joey, yeah, he should have started on the pole, but I guess he decided not to race. What? That is a big, big shock, especially out of Harry. Very few times as Harry started on the pole and not won. Definitely an interesting turn of events this morning. Interesting to note, Harry Volsmere has not done the second race yet this season. And it looks like Garmin just missed the grid. He will start from pit road as the green flag flies at Long Beach and Dylan shoots to the lead. Remember, as we pointed out all season long, that Mustang is, oh my goodness, turn 1 chaos. They're going 3 wide. Oh my. It is crazy out here. Dylan is in the wall, and they have thrown a full course caution. Definitely a rough start. Let's see if we can take a look at this one. Wow. Dylan gets the lead immediately. They come down into turn 1, and we mentioned it all season long that Mustang does not like to turn. And they're briefly 3 wide. Dylan gets bumped by Sorensen. Wow. Take another look from a different angle here. It looks like he just missed his braking point, as did Mike Dolling. Then a little bumping as they come by the fountain. This is only the second time they have ever used the full course caution. Joey, I'll be sure to let him know. Man, I know it would have been very exciting with Harry up front. And man, what a wild start to race 2. We'll also find out before next week if there is something different in Harry's schedule. As I mentioned, he has not done race 2 since the start of the season. Definitely been a big surprise. Race 2 has historically been where Harry has gotten the most wins. Drivers pacing around this track just short of 2 miles. .96 miles, 11 turns. As I mentioned, only the second time they have used the full course caution. The first time they used it last season at Laguna Seca. Lights have not gone out on the pace car yet. Now they have. So we will go green next time by. And huge shout out to my my buddy David Garman. Trying to find an angle that gives us a really good look at Garmy's new paint scheme. There you see it. I know the DIFA, Angie, was heartbroken when he put it on a Ford, so really happy to see hashtag DIFA on a Corvette this morning. Y'all make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. In the next few days, we will be talking about 2025. We'll be having a live stream, just you guys talking to us. We'll be talking about some of the new stuff for 2025, some of the stuff that happened in 2024, and a lot more. Plus, I realized this morning, it is time to switch folders. So we'll be posting pictures of the 2024 folder, or Part 2 folder, going into storage, and the new folder for 2025. Kind of our yearly thing to show you just how much we do throughout the year. Now, previously, the admins have said they would only throw the caution one time. However, this track is known for chaos. Could we see a second full course caution today? And here we go, green flag back in the air. Rudolph Gunther in the lead Brady gets a big jump. Adam Barker in second. Wessel Stevens in third. Oh, Rudolph may have gotten that outside wall. Adam closes right back up. Avery now up into fourth. Mike Marshall in fifth. Simon Zierk in sixth. And the rookie Haynes Gustafson now 4 spots into seventh. Garmy making his way forward now in eighth. Roman Berg in ninth. Nick Sorensen in 10th. Mike Dolling in 11th. Dylan Steinbach, after the early incident, falls to 12th. Oh, Rudolph has a problem out of the hairpin. Looked like he was a little slow getting out of the turn. He is keeping Barker in the mirror as Yannick cheers on Opa. Which, worth noting, I took German in high school for a couple of years, and Opa is one of the few things I still remember. Wessel Stevens back in third, losing ground to the top two. Barker was peaking. This track definitely tough to pass on. Mike Marshall now up into fifth, is closing the gap on fourth place, Avery Walker. Avery, after winning race one, had to start back in seventh, but the early chaos definitely helped him. As Rudolph has started pulling away, and Sorensen just set the fastest lap so far, 119.71. Rudolph still in the lead. Now is a 1 second gap on Adam Barker. And you really see on this straightaway how bumpy the road course is. A street circuit definitely not as smooth as a purpose-built track. And as we have heard from all the drivers this morning, a huge impact on tire wear. Mike Dolling starting to make his way back toward the front. He is now up into 10th after dropping to the tail end after that early incident with Steinbach. Worth noting that Mike Dolling, Dylan Steinbach, and surprisingly Nick Sorensen all came to pit road under the full course caution. Oh no! Sorensen goes past Gourmet, and Gourmet appeared to have a problem. Take a look at what happened here. David Garman trying to hold off Nick Sorensen. Oh, he missed the apex. Got sideways and Sorensen just knocked his front clip off. Okay, hopefully your audio is coming back. We are working on it. Our apologies. It's apparently been one of those times. Okay, that should be everything back up and running. Rudolph Gunther, yeah, finally got the microphone back. I have no idea what is happening, but we'll definitely have it fixed before BRR Cup Series tonight. Definitely been an interesting morning for sure. Back to the race, Rudolph Gunther still holds the lead, but Adam Barker right on his bumper. Wessel Stevens in third, just under 1 second back, and Avery Walker, who won the first race, now in fourth. Mike Marshall up into fifth, Simon Zierk in sixth. Nick Sorensen currently running in seventh, Mike Dalling in eighth. Dylan Steinbach currently running in ninth, and Haynes Gustafson in 10th. Roman Berg in 11th, Garmy back in 12th. Definitely been a rough morning for a few of these drivers. As I mentioned, this track just so tight. If you go to make a move, if you get side by side anywhere here, chaos can and will happen. Oh, Barker tried to make the dive into the turn, but couldn't get there. Rudolph able to hold him off. Does look like Rudolph gets a little bit of a gap, and Wessel Stevens makes a peek for second. If Wessel starts challenging Barker, that'll definitely be what Rudolph needs. It gives him an opportunity to pull away while they battle. Mike Marshall currently looking at his first top 5 of the season. A great run for Mike so far. With Simon Zierk and Nick Sorensen right on his bumper. Avery Walker still lurking. You heard him mention this is more than double the length of the first race, and his tires were trashed at the end of the first race. You have to wonder if he and who else are trying to conserve at the moment. Adam Barker said if he was stuck in traffic, he would either overcut or undercut the cars ahead. We could see Barker, the first car to pit road, soon. Hey, good morning, Nishi. Simon Zierk back in 6th, Sorensen currently in 7th. Garmin right behind him, but a lap down at the moment. Rudolph Gunther is starting to pull a little bit of a gap again. He had a 1 second lead early on in the race. Adam Barker closed back up. But now Rudolph pulling away yet again. We're at the point where the tire wear is really gonna start to show. Well, Nishi, it's been a whole morning thing for us, buddy. Hope you're doing well, too. Roman Berg, the rookie, has had a problem. There's Roman setting up for... Oh, he just misses his braking point, overshoots the turn, has to back up and recover. Does look like that car has some front end damage, likely the cause. And Wessel Stevens has had a problem. Wessel has been in third since the drop of the green, cuts the apex. And Avery gets a piece of it. Wessel ends up towing it in. Wow. Big change in the top 5. Avery Walker did not tow it in. He is pulled down pit road. He is within the pit stop window. Wessel Stevens unfortunately had to tow it in. He had heavy damage. And Mike Dolling is on pit road. He has had a problem. It really appears tires are going away and drivers are struggling. There's Mike in the Conliff Esports car. Oh. Comes out of the hairpin, tries to get to pit road. Ouch. See if we can see that one from the blimp. You could see Mike has damage to the car already. Tries to take it into pit road and hits the tire barrier. Heartbreaking morning for him. Hey, good morning, Chrissy. How are you, buddy? Rudolph still has the lead and is pulling a gap on Parker. Now just over 1 1/4 seconds. Mike Marshall is up into third. Nick Sorensen on his bumper in fourth. Dylan Steinbach now in fifth. Does look like, as we saw earlier, Dylan has some front end damage. Looks like Sorensen and Marshall, the front ends of their cars, look okay. Looking back through the field, though, I suspect we're going to see a little bit of front end damage. Also, as we saw with Mike Dolling's car, right side damage as well. Or excuse me, left side damage. David Gorman is headed to pit road. Rudolph Gunther, Adam Barker still the top two. Nick Sorensen in third is 15.25 seconds back. But with pit stops underway, anything could happen. We've seen drivers have problems in the hairpin multiple times this morning, and we have just seen a couple of drivers having problems getting to pit road. Pit stops here could have a bigger impact than usual as the top two continue to go on by. Nick Sorensen currently in third, Mike Marshall in fourth, Dylan Steinbach in fifth. A great comeback for Dylan after the lap 1 incident. Wessel Stevens is back out on track, but currently back in ninth. Adam Barker, meanwhile, has pulled right back up to Rudolph Gunther. Rudolph trying to break the slipstream. And Adam sitting there blinking his lights. He wants to take the lead. Neither driver coming into pit road yet. Nick Sorensen came in on lap 1 for repairs under the caution. Same with Dylan Steinbach back in fifth. Both drivers will still need to come in for tires and fuel. The rookie Haynes Gustafson, currently running in seventh, has also not been in. Impressive run for the top two, as neither one of them shows any left side damage so far. I do believe they are the only two on track that don't have some sort of left side damage. Barker trying to take a wider line. Tries to cut but can't get under. I'm sure Yannick will correct me, but if Rudolph Gunther pulls off the win, it would be his first win in NSS competition. Would definitely be a big celebration to follow that, as Nick Sorensen gives up fourth. Will Sorensen take tires? Yes, indeed. I expect to see everybody taking tires. And Wessel Stevens on fresh tires just set the fastest lap. 1:19.53. I stand corrected. You are right, Yannick. Rudolph Gunther does have a win at Bathurst, as Barker takes the lead. Adam had been working to set that one up for several laps. He has the lead now, but can he hold on to it? And remember, the top three still have to come to pit road. Whoa! Parker likely to be in soon. That Audi was in bad shape when he got back on the power. He is definitely smoking the tires, pushing that Audi. It looks like he kissed the wall. Adam definitely pushing Hello Kitty to the max. Rudolph Gunther still holds second, still close behind. And unless they have problems, Mike Marshall will not challenge him. He is 19 seconds back. Both drivers continue to pass up pit road. Big surprise to see Adam passing pit road, given how out of shape the car was getting on the last lap. Yeah, speaking of the car getting out of shape on that last lap, it is starting to show some signs of having kissed the wall just a bit. And the rookie is in, Haynes Gustafson on pit road. And Rudolph Gunther is on the attack. He wants the lead back. Can he make a move into the hairpin? Doesn't look like it. But Rudolph definitely fighting to get back out front. Nick Sorensen just set the fastest lap with the fresh tires, 119.47. Surprisingly, lap times really starting to drop. Adam Barker, the 7-time champ, out front. After race 1, he did reclaim the championship lead from Giancarlo due to Giancarlo not being here. Dylan Steinbach is on pit road. Mike Marshall sits in third, having one heck of a run this morning. He's got a 16-second gap on fourth place, Avery Walker. Nick Sorensen currently in fifth. But still no stop from the top three. With 13 and a half minutes left to go, they will need fuel. However, I was just sitting here thinking, there have been 2 races in NSS history where a driver has managed to conserve enough fuel to not have to come to pit road. However, this is not a track you can conserve a lot of fuel on and still be fast. And Rudolph Gunther is in. I expect we'll see Barker in next time. He cannot afford for Rudolph to have the freshest tires for very long. I expect we'll see Rudolph take 4 tires here. He hits his stall. He is up. Tires and fuel. He'll be underway in a moment. Mike Marshall has stayed out to take second. Mike definitely having a great season so far. Rudolph Gunther back off pit road, currently in 4th. Will we see Adam in this time? Doesn't look like it. That is a big surprise. Rudolph Gunther back in 4th place, but on fresher tires. Mike Marshall now holding second. Will he bring his Corvette in this time? Yes, he does. Mike Marshall having one heck of a run this morning. Hopefully his team can get him off pit road quickly. Avery Walker slipping by into 2nd place. And it doesn't look like Mike is getting tires. A fuel-only stop for Mike Marshall. Wow, that is a shock. And Adam Barker in the lead is on pit road. This could be the deciding moment of the race. Will he take tires, or will it just be a fuel stop to gain all the track position? Barker hits his pit stall, and it's going to be fuel only. He is down and away and may maintain the lead. Avery Walker coming down the straightaway in 2nd. Barker on his way out. It's going to be close, but Avery takes the lead. Rudolph Gunther now back up into 3rd. Nick Sorensen in 4th. Simon Zierk in 5th. Mike Marshall back in 6th. Dylan Steinbach in 7th. Haynes Gustafson in 8th. Wessel Stevens in 9th. Roman Berg holds on to 10th. Attrition has been a problem this morning, and as we've shown you, it gets really, really tight in some places on this track. Adam Barker 2 1/4 seconds behind the leader. Rudolph in third, less than 5 seconds back, and closing in on Barker. Remember, Rudolph has fresh tires, Adam Barker does not. But with just 7.5 minutes left to go, Rudolph is going to have to push it to get there. However, if Barker can close the gap in battle with Avery, anything could happen, and they may end up in lap traffic. Roman Berg just ahead of the leader. That lap car could come into play and be a huge factor today. Rudolph now holding at 5 seconds behind Barker. Adam Barker currently 1.9. It's varying between 1.9 and 2 seconds behind Avery. Avery out front could pull off the sweep here. Roman scoots over to let the leader by. Rudolph back in third, has started closing. He is 4.7 seconds behind Barker. Roman Berg is bringing his car to pit road. Fastest car on track at the moment is Rudolph Gunther. But does he have enough time left? Avery definitely pushing that car to the absolute limits. Adam now 2.5 seconds back and losing ground to the leader. Rudolph currently in third, gaining still, but not gaining quickly enough. Nick Sorensen currently holds fourth, Simon Zierk in fifth, Mike Marshall in sixth, Dylan Steinbach in seventh, Haynes Gustafson in eighth in his debut. Wessel Stevens struggling here today, currently in ninth. After that second place finish in the first race, Wessel has definitely had some problems here. Roman Berg, the rookie, currently in 10th. David Garman, Mike Dolling, Harry Volsmere, and Mike Davison out of the race. Avery's lead still holding steady at 2.5 seconds. Rudolph Gunther now back to 5 seconds behind Barker. Was expecting a late race charge with the fresh tires. Remember, the top two did fuel only on their stops. Avery has been a dominant force all morning long. He has nailed it perfectly, lap after lap after lap. He may be the only car we have not seen left side damage on. Adam Barker still holds in second, 2.5 seconds back. Rudolph Gunther has settled into a rhythm, 5.25 seconds back. Sorensen in fourth, now 10.3 seconds behind. Simon Zier currently in fifth. Mike Marshall and Dylan Steinbach battling for 6th and 7th. Mike does seem to have the advantage coming out of the hairpin. Avery through the final sector should see the white flag this time. Barney waves the white flag one more time around for Avery Walker. His lead is extended to 3.5 seconds. Barker currently running in second. Rudolph Gunther has gained a lot of ground, it appears. Adam Barker's last lap was definitely off pace. And here comes Avery Walker. Avery heads off into the final couple of turns. A big lead and a dominant morning. And out of the hairpin, he gets it going. Avery Walker will win race 2 and pull off the sweep at Long Beach. Adam Barker comes home in second, and Rudolph Gunther is back on the podium. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Rudolph Gunther. Rudolph, congratulations. You come home back on the podium.
Thanks, Doc. That was a great run. I loved it.
Well, it looked like you were having a great time, and I honestly thought once you took tires, you'd be able to run Adam and maybe Avery down.
Yeah, the mistake was that I took tires. It took me 5 seconds more in the pit, and that was one mistake.
Well, still an awesome morning. Great to see you back on the podium. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You can tell Rudolph is definitely excited. Adam Barker coming home in second. Adam, you pull off another second place finish, and with Giancarlo not being here, you will extend your points lead.
Yeah, it was a crazy race. Just couldn't get past Rudolph at the start, so just thought I'd settle in after all of the madness, try and save a bit of fuel, which I did. But Avery was in clear air, just doing 19th, I think, behind her. So just managed to pit me at the pit stops, which was a little bit annoying, but no way I could catch him after that. I'd tried to underfuel as much as possible and didn't take any tires, so I really gambled on being out ahead.
Well, the gamble paid off to a degree. You didn't get the win, but still an awesome morning. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And finally, our winner, Avery Walker. Avery, you pulled off the sweep here this morning.
Yeah, I am very surprised, honestly. Wessel crashed in front of me, and I ended up hitting him and had to pit for repairs, but that probably is what won me the race. That was the best thing that happened. Just lapped really quickly in clean air and got them in the pits.
Well, it definitely paid off, and man, what a charge it was as you came back through the field. It looked like some of you, you and Dylan were involved in that incident. You gained all the ground back, but it looked like Dylan and everybody else behind struggled to pass.
Yeah, I think honestly the secret was getting out of the back, and I was thinking about that before the incident with Wessel. About I knew that they were doing laps maybe half a second slower than I could do by myself, and it worked out that when I pit early, no one was in my way, so I could lap faster and gain the time back.
Well, you definitely got it done this morning. Congratulations, an awesome morning.
Thank you so much.
Avery Walker does pull off the sweep. Folks, don't forget, tonight, 8:30 or 7:30 Eastern, BRR Cup Series is back. SMR's new series takes off at 9:30. They will be at the Coliseum. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We'll see you tonight. Have a great day, everybody.